my gosh. Why every day you never accept me? Now today you accept me. Hey, girl.
What's happening? I was like looking, I was like, oh, let me see what's going on in these streets.
But can I ask you some questions that other people want to ask you, but they scared? And I'm really not being shady when I ask.
I can barely hear you, but
Can I,
if
can
you
I
could talk
ask?
up louder, that would be cool. Ask me some questions. Let's do it.
Okay. Do you use any drugs of any kind?
No, not
Like
at all.
no marijuana, no nothing, even though it's
I
legal
ain't,
there.
I ain't smoked marijuana in well over a year. It's been a long fucking time. It
Wow.
ain't legal. It ain't legal nowhere that I've been except Cali. And even though I've been here, with everything that's going on, that's like the last thing on my mind.
Mm. So do you really not care what people say? Like you really just don't care, or is it that you're just misunderstood?
It's a little bit of both. There's a lot of things I'm misunderstood about, and there's a lot of things I truly don't give two fucks about. The thing is, because I'm well aware of other things happening in the background, there's shit that when it is said, it does bother me,
Mm.
especially if I know it's going to go unchecked for a long period of time. I feel like there's ways that I have to put checks and balances on it.
Mm.
Other than that, for the most part, nah, not really. My
All right.
family at this moment thinks a whole lot of shit about me, and I could give
Right.
a flying fuck about what they think.
Had they always like thought you were kind of like, I don't know. It's some people might say, I don't know. I'll go back and forth with you. One minute I'd be like, yes, Aarona, yes, live your life. Because I like how
Hilarious.
you're unbothered, like about most stuff. They be going in on you in these comments. Sometimes I get a little out of pocket too, but it's all fun and games. But this is your real life. Like I know it ain't no fun and games to you. So,
Okay.
my wait, I want to say one of these questions somebody else said. Oh, somebody said, how do you pay for all this stuff? Like, is it the kindness of strangers? And if so, then why do you get 50 to credit instead of the actual stranger that's helping you?
Here's what's real. Number one, there's been a lot of times that it has been fifth, and when I say fifth, I know people ain't gonna believe me
Wait,
anyway.
hold on.
So
I don't mean to cut you off, but Shay Banks, you said, why are we being professional with a homeless lady laughing my ass off? A
that
lot of
wouldn't
us is
happen to be the
only,
same Shay Banks that cash at
what?
me, would it?
I'm doing something. I don't want to hear y'all argue. Boy, this is very important. I'm talking to
Would it
Aarona.
happen to be the same Shay Banks that cash
I
at
don't
me
know,
for
but
Reno's?
my thing is a lot of us are only one paycheck or one unfortunate event from being homeless. So I'm not going to laugh because she's homeless. Like, I'm not
Do
going
you
to laugh
really
at
want
that.
me to answer the question, or do you want to talk?
Oh, no, I just wanted to tell her about herself. Go ahead.
I mean, I can tell you what's real. Here's what's real. First and foremost, right? A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people that give out the kindness of their heart, and they give for their own reasons, right? And
Right.
then a number of them also tell me to not say anything about it. They don't want recognition. They don't want to be. They don't want it. They're not
Right.
looking for anything, and they would appreciate it if I stayed quiet about it because of the people that
Got
are
it. Who will
like
bash them and stuff.
obnoxious. That's
Mm-hmm.
number
Well, I'm
one.
going to tell you this.
Well,
I'm
wait, I
tired of.
wasn't finished. Did you want the answer? Or
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
that's number one. Number two, there are a number of things that like I do have that do make me money. Like there was people that bought Joe Rich. There was people that was buying my clothes. There was BMI royalties. There was Wildin' Out royalties. Even though they've been shady with that as of late because I've seen episodes air, and then when I talk to SAG or Cast and crew, there's no new checks coming, and it's like that's not the way television works. There's always checks coming, even if the amount diminishes. There should always be something coming for that because that's not free. But there's that. Then there was the Dash app. Then there was a number of things that brought in things. Then there
Mm-hmm.
were some kindness of the heart things.
Right.
Then there was a population of people who purposely gave,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm very aware of this. Purposely gave just so they could say that they did, but they weren't on my side, and they weren't like people that were doing it because they wanted me to win. Just
Mm-hmm.
so they could say, "Yo, I gave that bitch blah blah blah," and she said she was gonna do this, and she didn't. And it's like they gave like $5, but they could tell somebody they gave me 50. And
Right.
how can I stop that? That
Right.
happens. There's also people that they'll give whatever they give, right?
Mm-hmm.
Give it. This is real shit. Give it. Screenshot it. Cancel that bitch. Or hit
Mm-hmm.
refund right after they do it. I
Mm-hmm.
never received the shit. but they got this screenshot that says they sent X. And they'll show whoever, like, see, I sent this bitch to see that she got that because of me.
Right. Well, they do that.
Canceled.
They do all that in real life. So this is what I have to say for the people asking.
I've been living it. I know what people do.
I'm not her cousin. I'm not no angel. I'm not neither one. But here's the thing I want to say. I'm tired of paying this high ass rent. I wish I could be like Aarona and they had nobody dependent on me where I could just, I'm not saying ask for donations or nothing, but she really is living her best life. Like, y'all really hating. Like, you going from
real though. I was fine and totally complete, happy, etc. Driving Lyft as my side hustle, doing Postmates as my side hustle, traveling all over the country doing comedy, doing what I love. When I stepped on that stage and I did a college, I was making $1,000 to $3,000 for an hour of my time.
Well, you definitely got the personality. I see it. So it's just.
Well, I mean, but that's just my reality. And then, but because, you know, the way entertainment works, and it's not just for me, it's for people that rap, it's for people that model, it's for people that, like, are, even before I did any of the stuff that got me to the level where I started getting the gigs that paid me what I wanted, when I was even doing extra work, working on Greek and, what's that shit, Glee. I used to work on Glee, doing extra work and background work, sitting there for 12 fucking hours to get $100, and then work at DSW, and then work at TGI Fridays, and still make it down to the Comedy Union to do stand-up. Like, I've done all of those things. I've been all of those people. I've had so many different phases of different shit. Even when I was just on the phone with this Amazon cat, and he's giving me real game and real insight to the business, asking me one of the reasons why I'm so passionate about entrepreneurship is because I know what it feels like to make your employer $75,000 a month, and you going back to your fucking studio apartment because you only get $2,000 a month off your salary after they take the taxes out. I've lived that already.
So what about with Dr. Phil? How is that going to go? Like, when should we expect the Dr. Phil? Because we all excited about the Dr. Phil. And for those of y'all that like to make fun of her, we all got shit that's fucked up with us. Just because this girl just be spitting it out her mouth, she don't care. She really is unbothered. I'm not saying she always right. I'm not saying y'all might not be right. I'm just saying let her tell her side. It's not for us to judge if she lying. We could sit behind our TVs and be like, oh, she lying. But that doesn't necessarily mean we can't hear her out and try to understand who she is. Like,
I can respect that. And
that's all I'm saying. I'll be having a big old question mark. Like, she lying, she telling the truth. I don't know. That ain't my business. I'm just saying you living your bestest life. So let them talk. They're going to keep talking. It's people talking about my interview right now. But being an interviewer is allowing the other person to say what they need to say, whether I believe it or not. That's not on me.
Yo, let me say this. Everybody works hard for their money. This is America, yo. Like, even the bit, like, let me tell you something. When I was in jail, I met a chick who really is doing what people think I do. The things I get accused of doing.
Right. She was really scamming and scamming.
Like, no, like, she wasn't scamming. She wasn't scamming. People accuse me of scamming, which is stupid, because the same people that accuse me of scamming is the same people that scam my fans for $3,000, my sister, my cousin Mike. That's a whole nother story. I don't even want to keep giving them any of my energy, but what the girl was doing was she was holding her sign. She was homeless for real, but she was using it to buy crack. She goes to freeways. This was when I was in Atlanta. People really smoke crack for real. Like, I thought that was a 90s thing, but apparently in 2018, crack is real fashionable still. I didn't know that. I was totally ignorant, but especially down in Atlanta, they be on that goddamn crack. So they be on that goddamn crack.
These
like,
comments funny as hell.
Everywhere I look, people was like, yeah, and you know, like it was the thing to do, and it's no judgment. I was
no, they actually. For the person that just said I got sheets as curtains, no, they actually curtains. They just not hung on the rack, though. I'll give you that, though. I just switched rooms. No worries. Your follower's funny, but next.
Wait, what happened?
All right. Oh, somebody wrote sheets for curtains joined, and I found that shit hilarious. But they actually curtains. They just not on the rack, though. But it don't matter. It's like my house.
People be tripping over the dumbest shit. It's okay. Okay, so the old girl, she was homeless, all right? Literally,
I don't mean, hold on, wait, let me say something. When I say I want to be like her, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying she's in a season in her life where she's perfectly okay doing what she's doing. That is not for none of us to judge. That's all I was saying. But go ahead.
I'm not hurting anybody. I'm really not.
And y'all tuned in, though. Anyone. How dumb.
We tuned in. Me. And by me doing me, because here's what's 1,000%, and I don't give a fuck who believe it, who don't. This is just 1,000%. I'm only in this situation because there were people who did not like me doing me. When I had the job, they didn't like that, and they wanted to see me here. And they did things and put things in
I'm
place
not ghetto at all,
so that
booger
this could be
sugar,
my
but
reality.
okay.
Even down to my so-called friends since I was 7 years old. All of a sudden, all of my shit is getting hacked into because we got the same address. Because before all of this, when you was watching me and could follow me from your private page, you didn't know where I lived. You didn't have my number.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't fucking with you. I wasn't talking to you. And it wasn't that I wasn't fucking with you because we wasn't at a point. It was because I went through something where the shit was so traumatic and the shit was so, like, everybody, like, that I, like, people that I know that I was real with, that I was cool with, that I trusted, cousins, you name it.
I swear they not
and they
booger
came
sugar,
and they
but
was
okay.
and they was on some deceitful shit. Everybody is capable of being deceitful at that point, and I put nothing past no one.
Right.
Me being at that place, I stopped talking to a whole lot of people. So just off the fact of, yo, you was watching this on social media and you saw all the things I was going to, and never once did you reach out to me and ask me if I was okay, but we supposedly friends. I'm already looking at you sideways, but here you come and you want to offer me some help because I'm going through something or whatever now. And it's like, okay, you coming at me with that and I ain't ask you for it, but you're really pushing it on me, wanting me to accept it from you. And it's like, well, what's your motivation? Ain't no motivation. We just go way back, girl. We just go way back, girl. Okay, but bitch, we went way back when the shit started.
Somebody want to know about the restraining order. Can you tell us about the restraining order?
That shit's over with. He did that to protect himself for some other shit, and I had nothing to do with it. I wasn't even around.
So do you feel like the people that found out about you, do you feel like the people who found out about you and 50 is the reason why he stopped messing with you, like the stuff they do, or is it something that you did?
Oh, no, there was, like, people purposely that wanted something from me that they couldn't have from me. So they they saw that we was chilling and we was cool at the time. And their method was to hate on it. And, like, just really, and because me and him, it was so new and we didn't know each other like that at the time, it's like, and you somebody with millions, who you gonna believe? Somebody who seems like they looking out for you, telling you about that bitch over there? Or that bitch that you just met that you excited about? Shit is cool. We didn't really even have any problems. Shit is cool, but you still don't know her. And how many times have you been here before in this situation where a bitch seemed cool, but she might have a motive and you rich? Millions. Him? His situation, his business, he's been there so many fucking times. He's been there so many fucking times he's unbothered. He's been there so many fucking times. He'd rather not deal with women at all. Like, not just because he just don't want the headache. It's easier to, okay, she cute or whatever. Here, let me just throw her this, and I don't owe her shit. She'll do whatever I say. She'll do whatever I want.
Have
and
you
I
ever
can keep
had?
this wall up.
I don't mean to
But
cut you off,
because I didn't
but you
want
know
that
you be
from
going
him,
in, sis.
I'm a different chick. What?
So have you ever had, like, somebody asked me to ask this question? Have you ever had like a psych eval or been on medicine? Not trying to be disrespectful, because I know how you get. You get mad.
No. I got beat
I
up
wish I was
by
on Section 8. Could y'all stop calling me Section 8? I really do wish I had Section 8, y'all. I ain't lying or nothing.
And I was forced into a facility. I got beat up by NYPD. I was forced into a facility where they would only let me out if I decided to go to Chicago and be with my family. That was the only way out. Otherwise,
so they wanted you out of New York City.
No, otherwise I would have had to go to court and have a judge mandate or be able to give me some type of, like, situation where they would have to determine whether or not I had to take it. And depending on who that judge was and who paid the judge off would be who the judge I got. And my whole freedom and whether or not I would have to take this medicine or whatever would be on this judge. Nigga, I ain't trusting that shit.
Section
So
5.
they told me if I take the shit for a week, they'll get me the fuck out of there.
So what was the diagnosis?
For a couple days. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you what I don't got shit to hide. I took the shit for a couple days. I made the G Unit office my contact. I got out of that bitch the next day.
What was the diagnosis?
They was just making up shit. They never diagnosed. I don't have anything. They never diagnosed me with anything.
People said, why do you keep buying?
No, this is exactly the way it goes down, especially when they try to take your rights and lie to you.
For real.
They go, we still don't know what's going on. Like, we're hearing why you're here, but we don't understand.
Bitch, I live in a house.
And there seems to be just some things that's not quite, can we keep you? for
Mm-hmm.
further evaluation? And you're like, no, I don't want. Well, we don't really have a choice because this is about your well-being. Like, it's all that bullshit. They just feed you
For
a bunch
real.
of rhetoric. And so it always came down to, at the end of the day, my social media page. This was all they had to run with. And I'm like, so you are sitting here and trying to diagnose me with something that's not even facts off my posts on social media. You don't know what I'm doing. You don't know why I'm doing it. It's really none of your fucking business. But you're taking my social media posts, and that is supposed to determine a diagnosis. There was no tests. There was no brain scans. There was nothing. There wasn't even no written exams. You know how you get a job to work somewhere, and they have you do those surveys? Always, sometimes, never, disagree. I feel very safe when I work in teams. I don't feel safe when I work. You know them goofy ass questions they ask you? None of that was done. Nothing.
Where
They
is
based
your
it all
wig
off my
at,
social
Aarona?
media page.
Why?
So
Where's
let
your
me tell you
wig?
this, sis. Let me tell you this, sis. If you don't have the right amount of money, the right amount of connections, if your skin color is wrong, what happened to me will totally happen to you. Especially when you make a motherfucker who has millions mad. And the motherfucker I made mad was not 50. It was somebody else.
So why?
Unfortunately,
Somebody
we live
said,
in this world where we can't say
come on,
everything
Aarona.
we want to say.
An interview, I got to get to talk too. They said, why, why are they trying to blackball you? That's one question. And the other question is, why do you buy 2 of everything, and does 50 actually get the stuff?
Here's what's real. I buy 2 of everything because when I buy it, I really buy 1 for me and 1 for Fifth. There's other things happening in the background between that I can't talk about. That has nothing to do with y'all. It's just none of y'all business. But he knows why. I know why. That's between us. Everything else is other people interfering with it because they don't understand and they want to try to embarrass me. Now,
So he's trying to blackball you
I'm not
because he
done.
didn't want
I'm not
nobody
done.
to know he was messing
if
with
you
you.
want to, come on now, wait a minute. Like, if you want to give an interview, you got to give an interview. Let the person
I
respond.
know, but
Don't
the people
railroad
saying
me.
ask.
No, wait. I already know what the people say. Truth be told, you're not really asking me questions that's new. You're asking me things that I've already addressed in other posts and other videos on other accounts. Just because this is account number 5 or whatever, after motherfuckers then trolled and da-da-da, I answered all this shit on the original page. That's why some of those pages are missing, because it incriminates the guilty motherfuckers behind it.
Where is that wig at? Because I like that wig. Where is it at?
It's in my luggage.
We'll wear it tomorrow.
No.
All right. Well, you done with it?
Sis, I get what you're doing, and I'm humoring you because I feel like it right now. 2, this gives me a chance to allow people a little inside in. They're going to say what they want to say about the video. It is. We already up to 556 views. But it also lets the people behind you that I'm really aiming this towards know that they can continue to try to do the things that they are doing. I'm not going to stop being who I am. I'm not going to stop doing what I want. And I still don't fuck with them. Which is going to make them keep trying to end my life. We get this. But God says differently, so I'm going to be all right.
All right. Well, I don't know what all this now. Now it's my turn?
I know you don't know.
You saying, all right, but you saying you humoring me. No,
but
you
it is the truth. So.
But no, you're being humored. Like, you're really a joke. And you really, now you can't hear. I'm about to get blocked, y'all.
Get your thought out. Wait a minute. We're going to let this mixer or whatever go off.
No, I'm going to let you have a good night. No, I'm going to let you have a good night. Because you are, now I'm starting to really see that you be rude on the low. Was I rude to you? Did I not listen to what you had to say? But you're talking about you humoring me. Like, I have gainful employment, so I don't have time to be humored. I just was trying to get your side of the story. That's all. I feel like you acting like you're doing me a favor.
I'm gonna let you get all of this out because I even.
No, I'm done. Go ahead, because I don't argue on the internet.
No, it's okay. It's all right.
I'm really being nice to you. Like, it's funny. Go ahead. Your turn.
I'm gonna wait.
This Aarona's
because
world.
If I don't wait, I'm rude. Right?
It's not really what you saying. It's just how you said it.
There's this agenda of everybody trying to make me rude when they really don't get. First of all, the fact that you honestly feel the way you feel and coming at me in an underhanded way.
I don't really give that many fucks about you to be mad.
Okay,
what?
So.
Go ahead, Aarona, yo. You funny as hell. Go ahead. You the only one that can talk. It's a one-sided
It's not that
interview.
I'm the only one that can talk. You were still talking.
Go ahead.
Like, don't pose questions as though I'm supposed to be embarrassed or I'm not going to answer the questions. I'm going to answer the questions. There's nothing that I'm doing.
We
at
know,
all
but
that
that's what you don't understand. Like, the people that are following this feed, they understand that you'll answer the questions. They're really just watching your body language to decide for themselves if they feel like you telling the truth or you're not. That's all. So I'm just asking the questions that have already been asked. Nothing new. Like, either way it goes, whatever you choose to do. Somebody said, what about getting a job to fund your creativity?
I am. I'm already working on the internet. I'm already doing other things. See, here's the deal. There's this get a job, get a job, get a job narrative that people are pushing that first and foremost, the reason why I was doing what I was doing and living my life is because I worked for myself. I don't do other employers telling me when to show up, how to show up. I gave that shit up in 2015. I'm not going back to that. And I don't care how I have to get through what I got to get through. I'm not going back to that. That's
So
not
how
what I
you
wanna
gonna do it? So you plan on being like your own boss, and like with your pregnancy, like how far along are you? Have you factored
I'm not
all of that
pregnant.
into?
I'm not pregnant.
Oh,
I
well,
am not pregnant.
so that was like a
I
joke.
never, here's what, and this is another reason why I say I
I
don't
took you
care what
seriously.
people
I didn't
think.
know.
This is another reason why I say I don't care what people think, and this is why I tune people out. I'm doing things specifically for a purpose. I don't care to reveal everything, and things aren't like what's understood don't have to be explained, especially the people that it don't involve. And because I live strongly by that code, y'all don't understand. I don't care. I know what I'm doing, and I know where this is going. All I said was we're going to have a baby. I never put a timeline on it. I never said we're going to have a baby because he just did that. I said we're going to. We are going to. When depends on a few factors. What those factors are, can't disclose that.
Okay, so what I'm gonna tell you what I took from this interview. I'm gonna take that all
Take
of these
whatever
views.
you want from the interview.
Okay, but now I'm gonna tell you and your followers. What I take from
Tell
this
me
is
whatever you want to tell me.
she's okay with being infamous. Like, there's a difference between famous and infamous. Famous means you've done something, like people know you for something. And infamous means like you will forever go down in history as the woman who was on the internet professing not to care about nothing, obsessed with 50 Cent, and you're cool with it.
I'm
You
not
post
going
your
down to
location.
history
I'm
like
asking
that.
you.
But if that's what here's
You
what's real.
That's what people are gonna remember you for. It's gonna overcrowd.
Baby, that's what
It's
you're
gonna
gonna remember me
override. It's
for.
gonna
That's
overcrowd
what
your
you are gonna remember
ringtones.
me for.
No, it's gonna overcrowd
And
your ringtones and your creative
you
mind.
are one person. Hold on. You are one person out of other people that I know. You are one person on the internet who is completely entitled to your opinion. There's nothing wrong with you feeling the way you feeling. I'm not even gonna combat what you feel. Feel it.
I'm
And
just
there's some
saying.
people that's gonna agree with what you're feeling and what
But
you're
I'm
thinking.
saying you have a creative mind. I've heard you. No, we're not babe, because you like to get obsessed with people. We're not babe. Fifth is
I know
babe.
what I'm doing. Okay?
Okay.
Just because you don't know and
I
don't
don't care.
understand. Wait.
I
Just
just
because
like
you
to
don't
teach
know what I'm
tolerance.
doing
I'm just trying to
and you
teach
don't
tolerance.
understand. Don't
Maybe,
tell
you
me you
know.
don't care when you in here. Don't tell me
I'm
you don't care
here.
when you
Hey,
keep
listen,
watching the
I'm here
lives.
because I'm really
Don't tell
trying to
me you
figure
don't
out
care
if
when
you
you're the
deaf,
one
dumb,
subscribing to
or
this
like.
and contributing to this.
I was
Don't
really
tell me
trying
you
to
don't
give you the
care when this is
opportunity to
request
prove that
number
you're
how
not
many?
psycho, but you really are. Continue on.
Yo, babe, don't tell me you don't
You really
care
are.
and you're the one
Your
collecting
body language
questions and
horrible. You just
moderating the
told on
interview and
yourself. You
doing
just
all of this
told on
stuff.
yourself 1,000
Don't tell
times.
me you don't care
You
when you
just
care.
exposed your own
But just
self.
because
Go
you're
ahead,
not
continue
getting,
on.
just because you're not getting the responses you want to
I mean,
get,
I ate
and
dinner
just
tonight.
because,
I know where I'm asleep. So it's really, at
babe,
the end
and
of the
now
day,
this
what
is
you say
about you.
doesn't
So let's
matter.
continue to make it about you because that's what you wanted. You
Girl, you
wanted
could
some
block
time to
me,
make
do
it about
whatever.
you.
Next.
So let's make it
On to
about you.
the next delusional.
Let's make it
This
about
is
you.
now fix my
Are
life,
you happy? We're
beloved.
making it about you.
Because we know you might not be
What's
going
going
to
on in
Dr.
your life?
Phil.
Let's talk about you.
Well, I went to dinner. I went to dinner.
You went to
And
dinner. That's great.
And I paid for my shit. I didn't have to come up with a
And
story.
I paid for
I stayed there
my
about,
stuff
let
as
me
well.
think, about
Fifth
30
sent me some
minutes
money.
max.
Yeah.
About 30 minutes max. I stayed there. I didn't need to stay in there all night and keep getting refills. Let me think. I didn't buy nothing for Fifth because I don't know him, and neither do you. We can continue on. I'm in my bed, in my room. No, I don't have
Because that's
Section
what this
8.
is all about.
No, I don't
That's
have
what this
Section
is all about.
No, what
This
it's
is what
about
this is all about.
what
So
it's
check it
about is
out,
that
babe.
you're
You
delusional.
went to dinner.
I want to see
You're
you
in
get some
bed.
help.
You're in your
I
room.
want to see you get
Your
some
life
help,
is
yo.
great. You have no reason.
You
right?
weird.
You have no
You
reason
super
to
duper
care
weird,
about
yo.
what I'm doing because you're doing great, right? Right? So
I'm
since you're doing great,
interested. I
enjoy
want to
doing
see you
great.
feel better about
Continue to do
yourself
great.
because you're
And I'm going to
horrible.
continue to do what I do. I'm going to
I
continue to
want to
make
see
moves
you
that
feel
you
better
won't
about yourself.
understand.
If
And
people
I
pay for
need
you to
be
get a
okay
room,
with
right?
it.
If
'Cause you
people
should
pay
be
for you
okay
to get
with
a
it 'cause
room,
you're
you
doing
should
so
say thank
great,
you, people,
right?
not thank you,
Look
Fitz.
at her getting upset and
You're
excited over here when
delusional.
she's
You're
supposed to be
delusional because
fine.
it's so sad. You need to be
And I'm still
medicated.
smiling.
I know, and your
You see
family's
how
still posting
people
on the
fake
internet
be
that you a
nice, and you
weirdo.
see how people really want to secretly hate
You
on
was
you
never
behind the
nice,
scenes.
girl. You weren't nice. That's why you know what?
All
Before I
right,
make
you did
judgments,
all of this because you
I
want to
could
tell
have.
me
No,
how
let me
I'm
tell
not
you.
this and I'm not
Are you
that.
gonna
But
let me
here
talk?
we are.
Listen. I sit here and I
Oh
read
my
the comments
God,
and I
here we
say,
are.
"Damn, I never
Girl,
seen
God
Aarona be
bless
mean
you.
to
God
nobody.
bless you.
I never seen
God bless
Aarona
you.
be mean.
Yeah.
I never seen Aarona when people